process of diluting the definition of a Hindu, the fundamentals are being knocked off. See, the thing is, it is a fact that the word has a geographical identity. There is no doubting it. I don't deny that at all. But its geographical identity coincides with the religious identity when the religious identity is native to this land. You can't extend the very same logic to identities or faith systems which have not emanated from this land. I am not saying antagonistic faith systems, nothing. I'm simply saying it's a statement of fact that some faith systems are born in this land and some are not, period. It is clear in the direction in which we pray. Let's leave it at that. Right? Or it is fundamentally clear in terms of where our loyalties lie. Therefore, what is the unity project that you have in mind, where you are willing to sacrifice the most, let's say, sacred definition, which has a long-term bearing? Okay, when you say that this is the definition of Hindu, legally what will be the consequence of this? What will be the consequence of this when it comes to census, when it comes to rights under the constitution?
That is the problem.
That's the point. This state should know more than anything else the problem with census. You should know this, right? So my point is, when you know for a fact that this is not correct, and I say this with a lot of respect and responsibility, no person gets to compromise your long-term interests, no matter who they are. And if fundamental definitions are sought to be diluted so much, these are not consequences for which you have to wait for 25 years. These are consequences which you'll face in 5 and 10 years. So you're looking at very disastrous short-term consequences, not to the and to the detriment of the civilization. So the important thing is this. I think the community or the society in general has a lot of questions to ask, rightly so. But I think there is either a lack of confidence in asking those questions, or those questions come out as anger on social media without the question hitting the bull's eye in a clear, articulated fashion. So my suggestion would be, those who think they are in a good position to articulate our positions must articulate these concerns in a respectful fashion, in a responsible fashion, but without compromising equally on the principle of it. I would only suggest one thing. Social media increases the tendency to be uncivil, to be rude, because anonymity is a luxury that it offers. So people can absolutely be the worst versions of themselves, right? But if you're serious about eliciting serious responses and you want somebody to answer these questions, I would say adopt only 2 things. Honesty and civility are not mutually destructive, they can go hand in hand, and you should ask your question in a very civil fashion. If you don't get a response, that itself is an answer. Thank you.